Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this institution is a key institution to governance and democracy. The leader of opposition raised the issues of abduction, issues of raiding political parties' offices, but also we have an unfinished issue of the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment. I thought that the Attorney General is going to develop appetite to respond to these issues. Because as far as I know, you have partially transmitted files. There are other people who are still crying there before they are in jail, their warrants ended. I thought you will brief Parliament, because Parliament, and I want to thank you, Madam Speaker, on this issue. But I'm raising a procedure. I don't know what's wrong with people who put on military uniforms when they are civilians. Because in the military, there are no procedure. Is that what you want to suggest, Honorable Abe? When others are raising procedure, you wait. Procedure are not raised concurrently. So, Madam Speaker, I want to seek for your indulgence for the Attorney General to lay the fears, not only of those of us who are here, but the country, on issues of abduction, issues of raiding political parties' headquarters, but also issues of getting everybody who has a file, like the Supreme Court ruled, transferred. When are they going to be transferred? You cannot transfer them at leisure.
Honourable members, I am happy that the rules of procedure were made by us in this house. And when I see senior members of Parliament not respecting the rules of procedure, I want to refer you to Rule 2222, the consideration of a decision of the House. It is out of order to attempt to reconsider a specific question. Remember that question was raised and it was forwarded to Attorney General. Attorney General cannot give you a feedback. We have given him the information and he's going to come back to the House and give you a feedback. He does not keep those people in his brain. Those people are somewhere. He has to go and consult and find. The other day you raised an issue, and I am happy you have come back to say the issue was solved, and that issue will equally be solved. We are here to work for people outside there. We are not working for ourselves. It is to our best interest that everybody is peaceful in this country. Next item.
But Madam Speaker, the same rules as you have cited them, they here limit the interaction of the Speaker. Reason is that the rules don't want the Speaker to be the one answering on behalf of government.
Honourable Minister. Yes.
Madam Speaker.
Maybe before you bring a procedural matter, Honourable Minister, are you going to move an omnibus motion, or you're going to handle one by one? No, I am done asking. Are you going to do it?
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, my motion is consistent with the item which appears on order paper. Madam Speaker, pursuant to Article 159 of the Constitution.
Procedure.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Madam Speaker, about a month ago, the Minister of Finance presented to this house the National Development Plan 4. When the committee reported, you kindly asked this house to give what I consider to have been an interim approval. And the wording of the Act, National Planning Act, Authority Act, is that we approve and adopt. I remember you made a ruling that we had given an approval subject to some improvements that was supposed to come back to this house.
Capturing what was said in the house and bringing to lay on table.
Actually, that day there was nothing said in the house. There was no debate, Madam Speaker, if I can refresh your memory. So in that National Development Plan, the point I want to make is that for the next 5 years, the planning... Madam Speaker, just a moment, I'll come to that, Madam Speaker. I just beg your indulgence. The next 5 years, whether it's under NRM or the next government, development is expected in each and every corner of this country. What we had observed, Madam Speaker, in that draft National Development Plan, there was serious imbalance. I went and did an analysis. Out of the total budget to implement NDP 4, there is a particular region that is taking 50%, more than 50% of the budget that is going to be spent in the next 1 year. And yet, when we are here, we borrow money that each and every citizen of this country pays that loan. When the projects are skewed, Madam Speaker, in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of roads, in terms of agro-industrialization, the industries that are going to be spread in the country, and so many others, we feel, I particularly feel that I have not represented my people, because we are not going to be servicing loans, projects that go into particular areas and others are left. Madam Speaker, the question I want to ask is that we had expected the Minister of Finance to come back. This is a national development plan. Let the nation see themselves in this plan. We had only given approval, which was temporary, but the adoption was withheld by this parliament.
We had given 1 month for you to come and lay the document on table.